Honest J. Nowak. Oh yeah.
A pleasure to meet y'all at last, and welcome back to Honest J. Nowak, Flying with the Foam, and quite honestly, lots of other new exciting things that are sure to occur within the next week or so. But even though that Flying with the Foam is about to come to a close within a few days, it's likely I will have to get some things out of the way before any of that even happens. But until then, I really gotta say, it's been a nice ride. But right now, it's time for episode 672. Oh, there we go. And, well, yesterday's episode I talked about the coroner, and then of course I've talked about a few other blasters that have gone unnamed. But now's the time for another one. Another blaster that has pretty much gone unnamed. And it is in fact an attachment of another blaster out there. The coroner, of course, came with a stock attachment for the scavenger, and the opposer came as part of the stock attachment in the mediator. But now's the time we talk about the stock attachment as well, the top tactical rail piece for the Tri-Strike, or Novatron, pretty much. This is part of what makes the Novatron Supreme, when it has all the attachments put together. But basically speaking, this is of course an unnamed component of it all. So you know what? I went ahead and gave it an original name. Crash Course. And well, how is that relevant? Because well, it uses demolisher missiles of course. So that's pretty much just one thing that you'd need to know about right away. But another thing is that well, it uses stock itself to prime the blaster and fire, which is simple as, well, building up air pressure by pulling it back and then thrusting it forward to send the missile flying through the air. And then of course when it comes to refilling, all you need to do to reload this is to put in another missile and then basically do the same thing. Simple as that. But the main thing about this is that, well, again, it serves as a stock attachment with the adapter being right here. You could put it into the back of the Novatron or pretty much into the back of whatever blaster you want to use with this. And then of course you can attach this to the top of it. They're both connected by this long like plastic tube with an orange core in it. Probably meant to help build up air pressure for the most part. So that's pretty much what you need to know about that. But if you don't want to use this as a stock attachment or a topside attachment, then well, you can of course put it together like that. It has its own stock adapter right here, so this way you can use it on its own pretty much as just a standard missile launcher. Probably like an RPG for the most part, but I don't really know. When are we ever going to be getting ourselves a Titan here in today's time ever again? When are we ever going to get a rocket launcher? Because, well, of course we got the Demolisher, Thunder Blast, and this, just to name a few that happen to use Demolisher missiles that pretty much just act as another type of ammo that you can use with different blasters. But there aren't too many examples of that. We could probably get more missile blasters out there when the time does come. But the thing is that, well, this is only one example that I've got right now. And there actually was a modulus reskin of the Demolisher out, which I call the Pulverizer, but I don't really plan on picking that up for a while now. So, this is pretty much the only one I got right here. But the Crash Course may be a pretty nice blaster for what it is. It's got good ergonomics. I do kind of like its color scheme. And I certainly do like how innovative they're trying to be with utilizing this as both an attachment and as a standalone piece. Because of the way that this tube is connected to both of them, you can't really put them on as like separate attachments and all that. It's not like you can use this part as a scope and this part as a standalone stock. No, they're pretty much wired together like this, permanently. Maybe unless of course you wanted to try and use them both on their own, you could get a pair of scissors or shears or something like that and just cut off the tubing. This, of course, would sever it, preventing any air from getting to this pretty much, which pretty much makes this part completely useless. And if you were to try and use a missile in there, then, well, it's as simple as, well, unfeasible, pretty much. But, of course, because of how durable and tough this plastic itself is, it's sort of like a PVC sort of blend that they use for the outer core, and for the innermost core of the blaster itself, with the tubing and the orange stuff right here, I'm pretty sure it also has a similar sort of rubbery compound, which happens to utilize a lot of durability and flexibility. So that's just pretty much what that's all about. But other than that, it's pretty good. I wouldn't say that it's ultimately like the best blaster I probably ever had in my collection. No. There are a few candidates that I have selected that happen to be like that. So that's pretty much it for right now. I'm probably going to be taking a break from all this because I pre-recorded a ton of material for the next couple weeks. So expect me to not do very much work around here, but certainly do expect me to have a lot of other things to take place. Man, I might as well shower and change clothes as well while I'm at it. So that's pretty much it for today. But if you want to see more, go down to my channel. Then make sure that you like, subscribe, comment, follow me on social media, and stay on the Hollywood side.